you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right?
Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange?
Broken out here scamming people.
Floyd Mayweather, once synonymous with unshakable wealth and the glitz of boxing royalty, now finds himself at the center of a financial scandal that's impossible to ignore. According to multiple sources, the boxing icon is in panic after $402 million worth of his assets have reportedly been frozen.
Nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, I mean, $26 million.
They just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care of them.
Tied to a web of fraud allegations, tax disputes, unpaid debts, and questionable business deals. It all started when federal investigators began auditing his financial activities, which led to shocking discoveries about his tax filings, extravagant purchases, and real estate claims that, frankly, don't seem to hold up under scrutiny.
Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Mayweather, however, is pushing back hard. He insists he's done nothing wrong, calling the entire situation a media smear campaign. In one Instagram post, he held up a piece of paper claiming he paid $26 million in taxes back in 2015, saying, "What more do they want from me?"
Bye. You buy. Pick up a couple dollars. You know, they upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart. Kept all my faculties. Made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great.
But the reality is this: just because someone shows a receipt doesn't mean they're in the clear. Tax experts have pointed out that his total liabilities may be far greater, and the government wouldn't freeze assets of this magnitude unless there were serious discrepancies. In fact, the IRS has reportedly been building this case for years.
People like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart, Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top.
And it's not just about unpaid taxes, it's also about possible fraudulent use of financial documents, misuse of business entities, and a smoke and mirrors operation of assets that Mayweather allegedly does not fully own. One of the biggest red flags? His claim of owning 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan, which he valued at $402 million. But real estate experts, city records, and independent investigations tell a different story.
Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff all that flash that y'all see. But y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you want all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
There's no official record of Mayweather owning all 62 buildings outright. It appears more likely that he may have partial stakes or minority investments in select units or developments, stating flat out that the ownership transfer has not been confirmed. So why is Floyd making these bold claims? Some speculate it's part of his ongoing attempt to maintain the Money Mayweather persona, even if the money behind that name is increasingly unstable.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
Yeah, it's
100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of...
Meanwhile, his past business decisions are being re-examined. Financial professionals have pointed out that Mayweather's purchasing habits, private jets, multi-million-dollar cars, over-the-top watch collections have far outpaced his post-retirement income. Insiders say he spends upwards of $5 to $7 million a month, a staggering number even for someone with Floyd's resume. And unlike tech billionaires who invest in assets that appreciate, much of Mayweather's money has gone into depreciating goods like cars and jewelry.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases, and they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is & As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, & Co. As you can see, & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course, the company is & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
Speaking of cars, Mayweather's collection includes multiple Bugatti Veyrons, a Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita worth $5 million, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and even a Bentley golf cart. That's right, a golf cart. In total, his garages reportedly hold over $40 million in vehicles.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, Money May. I'm the money man. Remember that.
many of which he doesn't even drive. In a world where maintaining image is everything, Mayweather's cars have become more like props than practical possessions. But now, with frozen assets, mounting debts, and unpaid obligations to fighters like Gervonta Tank Davis, who says Mayweather owes him $33 million, the props are starting to lose their luster.
Man. Cold bones. That too. Cold. Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broken out here scamming people.
And let's not forget the Dubai jewelry debacle, which reportedly saw Mayweather held in the UAE for nearly 2 months after someone from his entourage allegedly stole a piece of jewelry from a luxury store. The store refused to release him until the item was recovered or repaid. Mayweather eventually made the payment, but the situation further dented his image and raised questions about the people he keeps around him.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Even rapper Rick Ross weighed in, noting that Floyd no longer seems to be flaunting cars or money like he used to. That may sound like a minor observation, but in the world of Mayweather, where the image is everything, it's significant. And while Floyd has often leaned into these public feuds for publicity, his enemies are sharpening their knives.
And actually, I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation is invalid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because it's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man.
50 Cent, longtime rival and ex-friend, has resurfaced to troll him online, even sharing deleted screenshots of Floyd's financial woes. And you know 50, once he gets wind of blood in the water, he doesn't let up. He's mocked Floyd's exaggerated income claims, like saying he makes $300 million a month. More than Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, claims that financial experts have laughed off as complete fiction.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Here's the truth. Even if Mayweather has hundreds of millions in assets, if they're illiquid and his expenses remain this high, he could be facing a financial implosion. This is the same guy who boasted about carrying 30 watches for a 30-day trip and buying a $20 million apartment for his grandson. It's a lifestyle that even billionaires find hard to justify. And to make things worse, his business credibility is unraveling. For years, Mayweather has boasted about being a self-made mogul.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7 where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make the majority.
He rejected fight promotions, built Mayweather Promotions, capitalized on the money brand, and sold millions of PPVs. But now, with lawsuits mounting, assets frozen, and the public doubting the authenticity of his claims, even some of his closest supporters are beginning to question the foundation of his empire. Floyd insists that buying a sports team could eliminate his tax liabilities. And while it's true that owning a franchise comes with major tax advantages thanks to amortization and depreciation loopholes, those benefits don't mean much if the funds used to buy the team are themselves under federal investigation.
I was able to leave boxing on my own terms and keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God wanted.
So here's where it gets real. Mayweather might be facing one of the biggest financial reckoning moments in sports history. Not because he didn't make money, but because he tried to sustain a persona of infinite wealth without the discipline, planning, or transparency to back it up. And what does the future look like for Floyd? He'll continue posting luxury. He'll show off watches. He'll claim the media is lying. But the IRS isn't swayed by selfies. The SEC doesn't care about your Bugatti. And when the dust settles, Mayweather will be judged not just by his undefeated record in the ring, but by his legacy outside of it.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I ain't gonna fuck with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? You know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made, all motherfucking day.
Because greatness in boxing isn't just about how you fight. It's about how you live when the lights go out. And if Mayweather isn't careful, he won't just be remembered as the man who went 50-0. He might be remembered as the man who lost everything chasing the illusion of more.